The first episode of The Last of Us has dropped, and I'm going to tell you what I think about it right here. What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning into the channel. I'm Kevin Duffy. This is Duffy Geeks Out. And what do I think about The Last of Us? Well, I guess to answer that, I'd have to tell you what I think about the video game The Last of Us. It is one of my favorite games of all time. It is the sole reason, it is one of the sole reasons that I decided back between PS3 and 360 when I was jumping to the next console of my choice to go with PlayStation. Because Naughty Dog Studios, which delivered all the Uncharted games and The Last of Us, just was that final push that I needed to decide that all of my video game money was going to go to Sony for this kind of content. So I love The Last of Us. It was one of the best video games I ever played. Probably the best video game I ever played to date. I still think about how emotional I was playing it from beginning to end. I just flat out loved it. My wife came home and caught me crying playing a video game, which was one of the first times in my life that's ever happened to me. So it was a little difficult to explain to her, but it all worked out in the end. I love that game. And now I got my wife on board watching the show with me, which is even a better scenario. So I really, really enjoyed this first episode. I thought Pedro Pascal did a fantastic job playing Joel, giving you his, where the game where the show starts off with him and his daughter to where it ends with him being this kind of rundown, rugged man who just is forced to live in this world that is just destroyed and disgusting. So I truly, truly loved what he did with the character so far. I think that the girl who plays Ellie did a great job in all the scenes she was in. She was fun and innocent and everything I wanted from Ellie from the start point. One thing that I can tell you about the show that I think is fantastic, and having played the games, there are some shots in here that are straight up right out of the game. The opening scene, or not the opening scene, but one of the few opening scenes there where they're trying to escape their city. I'm watching it. I'm like, this is what I saw in the game. They literally took the scene in the game of them trying to escape the city and put it almost exactly the way it portrayed in the game. And I thought that was fucking cool. I can say without question, one episode in, this is the best video game adaptation that's ever been done. I don't even have to see the rest of the show to know that. They took the story, and obviously they had to spread it out a little bit, add some new things to it, which is going to happen. I can't imagine that this first season is going to be the entire first game thrown in there. They're going to want to try to bring Pedro Pascal back for more seasons. So I can't imagine that they're going to give you exactly the story you're going to expect from the game. But seeing those hints to the game, that was really cool. It really took me back. I thought the design of the city looked phenomenal. Boston looked run down and destroyed, and when they had to cut through the old train station to get up into the building, the fear of the game was there. Waiting for the clickers or the infected to kind of come up. When they stepped in that city, I was into the underground of the city. I was like, oh shit. Around every corner, I was on the edge of my seat. My wife was like, what are you even waiting for? Like, what's going to happen? And I honestly couldn't tell her. I don't know what's going to happen in this adaptation of it, but it was amazing to be able to kind of jump back into this world and just pick up little things that were hinted at the game and all the new stuff, and just I can't wait to explore the rest of this story. I think it looked phenomenal, and the action was good, and like I said, the acting by Pedro Pascal is perfect, and I cannot wait to see how he and Ellie's relationship will develop over the course of this season. And oh man, it's a great day. It's a great day. Anyways, guys, I love The Last of Us in that first episode. Please let me know in the comments what you thought of the first episode of The Last of Us. Did it meet your expectations? Did it fall short? Have you played the games? And if you haven't played the games, did the show work for you? Because that's really what I'm interested in. It seems to be working for my wife, so that's one non-fan who's been converted over. But anyways, whatever you thought, let me know in the comments. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll come at you with more content, more reviews of The Last of Us week to week. Thanks.